So, okay, Italy. Italian tax
Ah,
authority updates. There's
yes.
been a shift in how Italy is handling VAT. What's changed recently and how are sellers being affected by this?
As you can see, probably like my facial expression completely changed. When we hear Italy now, it just brings goosebumps because they've just brought up those new regulations in which the majority of non-EU sellers are sadly impacted due to the level of unpaid taxes in Italy and unpaid VAT for sellers who haven't accounted for properly, and actual VAT fraud to that level. They have recently introduced this bank guarantee regulation, which is pretty much a deposit of up to 50,000 euros, which the sellers would need to dispose of in order to activate into the market. Whether you're on Amazon or non-Amazon, or even an actual physical merchant in the country, you will need to have this bank guarantee accounted for. Luckily, there's three options which you can look to utilize. The majority of you would have a business bank account. You can simply go to your bank and ask them for a specific letter. There's a letter available on the Italian tax office website. There's an actual template. You can take that template to your bank and ask if they would be able to complete it on your behalf. That is their way of seeing that the bank confirms that you have at least that amount of money into your bank, and you can cover, again, in a worst case scenario, a fine up to that amount. The alternative to this, if you don't want to do this, or if your bank does not want you to get involved, you can look for an insurance company, a business insurance company, which needs to be locally based to you. This is something very important for you all to note. The insurance company does not need to be based in Italy. They need to be based locally in your country of incorporation or state of incorporation if you are into the US. And the third option, which is probably the hardest one, is to actually pay this 50,000 euros up to a designated bond.
Incredible. So that's well, sometimes larger companies find this challenging because of the bureaucracy within a large company, but in definitely a small private labor seller business, that is probably too big an obstacle to even consider.